Providing a supportive environment for our diverse students is really crucial to their success and a key part of our strategy here at the university. And we've got multiple long-standing schemes, including our peer-assisted learning scheme, our writing cafe, student digital champions and our Hello project.
So the Hello project is a social project which is aimed at welcoming new students into the university so they would have a more smooth transitioning into the university style of life. But not only focusing to academics matters, is much more than that. But it's focusing on the social aspect of it. So it's us, the students that already know how the university works, how the city works, welcoming them into our environment.
The Student Digital Champion team helps to support access to the technologies that students have available to them as part of their studies and helps to improve digital literacy across our campus. We run regular pop-up sessions in our library through the Student Hub and the Writing Cafe, and we also run bespoke technology service sessions such as for the statistical analysis software, our Studio, or for coding with things like Python.
The primary benefit of the Writing Cafe is that it is a peer-to-peer service because it's not threatening, it's not scary. Just get people wandering into the library to take a look and see the Writing Cafe and they think, hey, that might be useful.
PALS has a lot of really great key benefits for newly arrived students, especially international students. Specifically, it's about immersing yourself in a community and talking to people that you might not have necessarily talked to in lectures. It forces you into an environment where it's really interactive and you learn a lot of new things about the course. It's especially good for things like learning about the new life here at Plymouth and maybe answering questions that you wouldn't necessarily feel comfortable to talk to academic staff about.
So the newly arrived students benefit from the Hello Buddy project in the sense of like building confidence, talking to people, improving English language, being familiar with the university and Plymouth because it's a new environment for them coming up from an international country. So they just really become confident and comfortable with talking to people and the environment around them.
Before the Writing Cafe, I actually felt quite isolated within university. I'm not very good at making friends. So joining the Writing Cafe made me kind of meet new like-minded people and my colleagues, but also I got to know the students who I began to kind of see more regularly. And now if I see a regular student who I've seen a few times, I'm really able to have a chat with them and learn about them, their course, their kind of academic writing style. And from there, I feel like I've really benefited in actually just feeling like I belong at the university and that I've joined a community who really are out to kind of help one another and really be there for one another through the entire experience and journey.
I have benefited immensely. It has expanded my empathy in the sense that when I get to talk to students, I am aware of the challenges they may face, and it's also very rewarding to give them advice or be able to point them in the right direction and see the relief, and perhaps later they come on and say, you know, thank you so much. I wasn't the one who directly helped them, but I pointed them in the right direction. It's also helped me with my communication because I've had to explain perhaps complex tech topics to students. So for example, a mature student who's like, oh, I don't understand how to, you know, format this Word document. I can break it down, and it also reinforces my understanding because to teach someone is to also learn yourself.
So now when I go into writing my own essays, I remember the essays that I have looked at. I remember what I have learned with those students because it's not necessarily only them learning from us, but we are also learning from them.
As a PhD student, the majority of my time is actually sitting on a laptop. So it's really enabled me to look at the broad context of my research life, as well as building different connection with people. So sometimes I may feel a bit isolated, so at the same time I can make some connection with people around, so that's good opportunities for me as well.
So I think everyone can benefit from either joining the community through any of the schemes, but also by participating, coming to the Writing Cafe and being able to have a chat and a catch up with writing mentors, PALS leaders, whoever they might be. Because I think that's actually a really important part of university that whilst we're striving for good grades and academic achievement, we sometimes forget, and that's equally as important.
I think when I first started university, I wish I'd known how diverse a community we have here. I originally arrived as a mature student, so one of the things that I was perhaps worried about was integrating with the younger students as somebody that was a bit older and had a bit more life experience. But when I got here, I quickly realised that I didn't need to worry about that. We have a fantastic community, and I'm still here having stayed for nearly 7 years, so there must be something good here.